It's hard to have social success when you try to cosplay as someone else, because on one hand, people will kind of see through it. But on the other, even if you have success, then it's as if it's not really you who's succeeding, but the person who you're imitating. It's very, very difficult to find that actual strong foundation, like who actually are you, right? And so that's what I want to delve into this video. If you were anything like me and when you were growing up, you always kind of were trying to find yourself, and perhaps you didn't even feel like who you were was really defined. You kind of felt like you were just compiling traits from different people, and you always kind of took on different identities to see how they would be playing out in the social environment. So maybe one day you were the really valuable guy who was doing everything for the group, and then another day you try to be this like alpha male cool guy kind of thing, or you're trying to imitate the James Bond character or some famous person or some YouTuber. It's interesting to think that when you're a kid, you're learning from your parents, you're learning from your environment constantly, and this makes it so when you have a parent and they don't make you feel safe when you feel something. Let's say you feel angry, and when you feel angry, your mom also gets pissed at you or something like that. If your mom is not around, then your survivorship is at stake. And then you don't allow yourself to get angry, because if you get angry, it means that mom isn't there, and so you're going to die, because as a kid, you cannot fend for yourself. And so what happens is that as time goes on, different aspects of you start getting renegated. You start rejecting different parts of you, because those parts of you equate to not being loved by your parents, which means that you're going to die. Now you start feeling uncomfortable in your body whenever certain sensations, certain emotions come up. And so you get to a point that if this happens a lot, then you start to not really know who you are, because you're constantly uncomfortable in your body, and you go into your head. When you go into your head, because it's tied to all your senses, so your eyes, your nose, your taste, they're all up there. So it allows you to take in the world and then logically carve out this perfect personality. Or you can, again, look at examples on YouTube or on music videos or on even maybe your friends. You try to think, okay, I don't have a lot of success. I feel uncomfortable in my body. I feel this kind of pain. And you think that it is by taking on these characteristics of these other people that you'll stop feeling this pain. But the truth is, this pain arises from the fact that you have rejected parts of yourself while you were growing up, because you didn't feel safe, you didn't feel accepted for feeling them. And so this becomes a problem, because now you don't really know who you are, and you try to find yourself in things outside of yourself. You try to develop this ego of nobody can mess with you, of you have to be the top G, or you have to be the guy who's always right, or maybe even you have to be the guy who's always adjusting himself to fit in a group. You can go one of two ways. But the truth of the matter is, both those ways, they're still far from authenticity. And so this is what we want to get into, authenticity. How do you actually, again, piece together these pieces of you who have been lost, who you've renegated into the depth of your subconscious? Because they're still there, they're still active. The thing is, you're just not aware of them. You just push them away and you're like, nah, I don't want to feel this. And you look to escape yourself, as we always talk in this channel. If you want to re-own these parts of yourself, meditation is a good first step, because it brings awareness of these parts of yourself. Because when you're a kid and your parents or the people who were around you didn't accept you when you were feeling those emotions, you have to accept yourself. You have to actually meditate, and you have to go deep into your mind and allow yourself to feel that which you're feeling. And I know this sounds kind of vague, but stay with me here, okay? You have to, when you close your eyes and you start maybe going into that pain, so you close your eyes and you start to meditate. And by meditation, I don't mean focusing on a mantra, I don't mean focusing on your breath. I mean you sit down and you actually are there for yourself. And this means you allow yourself to feel the pain, because you feel that pain. If you didn't feel that pain, you wouldn't be emotionally connecting with my words right now, because you know what I'm talking about, and I know you do. So you sit down and you allow yourself to feel that pain. Maybe it's loneliness, maybe it's anger, whatever it may be. Maybe it's frustration that you're not where you should be. You allow yourself to feel those sensations. By allowing yourself to feel those sensations and to be like, whatever I'm feeling, it's okay. It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling. If you truly start allowing yourself to go into that pain, to relax, and to feel whatever sensation comes up, and understand that it's okay to feel like that, then your inner, let's say your subconscious mind will understand that it is now safe to feel these emotions. And because of that, those emotions will start coming up. Maybe it will be difficult to feel them because they will be intense. But as long as you stay there for yourself with love, as long as you go towards the pain, not away from it, similar to when you take a cold shower, you can kind of like resist the cold or you can embrace the cold. Your tendency is to wince, you know, your tendency is to close up and to tense up, but you want to go into the pain. And when you go into the pain of your inner world, your inner self, your subconscious, your inner child, if you may, will understand, oh, it's actually safe to feel this now, because in the past it wasn't. And so, because it is actually safe to feel this now, you'll be able to relax and you'll be able to be relieved of that pain. You'll start to feel relieved. And this is the first step. I mean, this is, let's say, a multitude of steps, but this is, I'd say, the first phase. And then the second phase is you're now familiarizing yourself with the pain, and you're allowing yourself and you're training your mind to actually be there for yourself. You're training your mind to, you know, just relax and allow whatever comes up to come up and be okay with that. So now when you go into a social situation, when you go into a tense moment, you can have a little bit more awareness that, oh, I'm feeling this pain now, I'm feeling uncomfortable, I'm feeling triggered, as many would say. And you can actually be like, yeah, but that's fine. I'm there for myself. And the more you do this, you become invincible, because now, even if something gets triggered, you're there for yourself. So it's like you're always safe. And once you're always safe and you feel like comfortable in your body, you don't have to constantly micromanage what you're doing. You don't have to constantly micromanage the perception that people have of you. You don't have to look for the validation or the escapism, at least not in such a compulsive way, and you can actually take in the experience of life. So if you want to learn more about this, click the link below, because I have a free call where we'll go deep into your trouble. I'm not selling anything. I just want to get to know my subscribers a bit better, get to know what they're struggling with and how I can make better content. If you want to make it more of a win-win, also you can like the video and comment and subscribe, because that helps my channel grow and I can spread this kind of value to more people. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.